We all come. The Hebrew Israelites. Oh, the picture ain't gonna show up on this?
It might need to, the page might need to get refreshed, but
okay.
it's on.
Okay, yeah, Convo. Really, the Hebrew Israelites, we give all praise and honor to Yahweh. And double honors to the apostles and great Yahweh. Salutations to the brothers teaching, truth and sincerity, and they're doing the work. Shalom to the few sisters that listen, So we can jump right into it.
All right, so all right, today's like this week's topic, all right, it's basically like simply like just do the work. All right, because all right, a lot of like fallouts in like other camps, like the main thing they do is right, just like talk about other people that are like just like doing the work. All right, they're not edifying anybody. All right, most of them are just like keyboard prophets, right, comment board prophets, all right, with no content whatsoever, like on their pages, all right, and also yeah, another thing is like I saw these like not going out on the highways and byways, like disabling like comments like on their videos and all that. I just just not doing the work and like edifying anybody. All right, but all they want to do is just like talk and gainsay and scoff like about the real men of the Lord. So can someone get Jude like 1 and 3? And we're gonna keep on like going with that, and then like if anyone has any like precepts that have to do with what we're talking about, then feel free to jump in.
All right,
whoever's got it first.
All right, well, this is Jude chapter 1, verse 3. It says, Beloved, when I gave all diligence to write unto you of the common salvation, it was needful for me to write unto you and exhort you that ye should earnestly contend for the faith which was once delivered unto the saints.
All right, so it says to earnestly contend to the with the faith. All right, because that's talking about not being in this truth for like vain glory. All right, for just like wanting like controversy and all that. All right, because like that means you're in this truth deceitfully. All right, but as far as like earnestly contending for the faith, all right, enduring like sound doctrine, all right, doing what you're supposed to be doing, all right, which is the main thing is it's like going out on the highways and byways, all right, prophesying the destruction of America, all right, sealing the elect, all right, it's like doing shows at home or whenever the Spirit gets onto you to just like do a show, all right, and like preach the word and preach sound doctrine.
Verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares.
All right, so for those of you that are it's like first like coming in, like and you find out that you're an Israelite and all that. All right, the thing is like maybe you're like window shopping, and you're like just like watching like all these like different videos, and you may assume like as long as they're teaching that that you're an Israelite, as long as they're preaching the Bible, they must be righteous. But the thing is like a lot of these people, like they just with like whether they're just scoffers or whether they like teach other like just like doctrines or whatever wickedness, or they're wicked and they have are they pretty much like they have no business whatsoever like in the realm of this knowledge. So they've like crept in unawares. It's like that like they remember this one time, I think there was this this is like it's like a dance party in high school or whatever. All right, and there were a lot of people, like a lot of like I remember a lot of like unsavory characters. Or what happened was like in the corner of the room, like someone had like propped up a window. All right, so people who weren't invited could like sneak in.
That word crap
Mhm.
there is say to enter secretly, slip in stealthy.
At the back door. Or Yahweh Shai said, like whoever doesn't, roughly paraphrasing, whoever doesn't, like enter into like the main entrance, like the same as like a thief.
You say still.
Yeah. Yeah, keep going.
All right, bring that back. This is Jude chapter 1, verse 4. For there are certain men crept in unawares who were before of old ordained to the condemnation.
All right, because like they're not of the, like they weren't of the elect to begin with. It's like that parable that Yahweh Shai said about like the fish being dragged into the net, like some were clean and some were like unclean.
It says, ungodly men, turning the grace of our power into lasciviousness, and denying the only Lord Yahweh Yahweh and our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach.
All right. Whether all right, that has to do with like the doctrine, whether they don't teach like the name. There's Israelite groups out there that right, that don't even like teach that Yahweh Shai is the Messiah. Or you have like all types of groups like teaching all types of like confusion and like deceiving deceiving. Right, they're set up to deceive like who are meant to be deceived. All right, but all right, basically those are like so like the wicked people like within our nation that you need to refrain from.
Verse 5. I will therefore put you in remembrance, though ye once knew this, how that the Lord, having saved the people out of the land of Egypt, afterward destroyed them that believed not. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness until the judgment of the great day.
All right, and that's not talking about like the movie Dogma where there were just like angels with birds' wings. All right, but Yahweh at some point he got angry with them, so like now they're like in hell with Satan and all that. All right, that's talking about like I say, angel also means like messenger. All right, that's talking about like fallouts. All right, your first estate was say it was like being in GMS, like teaching the doctrine like under GMS, but then you not keeping your first estate, or getting cast out. All right, and then like maybe you branched out and started another like organization. All right, and all right, basically like you start like going off, or maybe you just stop going on the highways and byways, and all you do is like nitpick, or you don't edit, like you're like that estate, like you're on that you're on that watchtower. All right, just like you're supposed to be like out on the highways and byways, or just like warning the people and all that. All right, and like all of a sudden you're not doing that anymore.
Quick brief.
Yeah.
As Luke 21:15 says, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist.
Mm-hmm.
So speaking of, the people that just nitpick, you know what I'm saying? That's why it's so easy for brothers to, go into the scriptures and show them they're wrong, because you were blessed with a mouth and wisdom, you know what I'm saying? That you will not be able to gainsay because we go the correct doctrine.
Yeah, even that Avenger for Yahweh Shai, like he was just even with like the of course like the bald head like issue and all that, like he he called himself like he brought up he showed a picture of like he's the head of the Atlanta camp, right?
Who?
He brought up a picture of someone like in the Atlanta camp, but he had
Khan. I know you're talking
about. He had hair on his head.
Mm-hmm.
Like it wasn't even like at an angle where you would like assume like otherwise, but then like he's just like he's just like nitpicking. Like just seeing who we can just like try to throw under the bus.
Kind of keep going on that.
Yeah, skip to skip to verse 8.
All right. Jude chapter 1, verse 8. Likewise, also these stupid dreamers defile the flesh, despise dominion, and speak evil of dignities.
All right, just talking about talking about like the dignities or like the apostles, right? Those of like those in the truth that have just like rank, seniority or whatever. All right, and you don't think that if they should have like rule over you, like you don't you have a problem with like orders being like brought down, all right, and or you get offended, all right, and then you or you fall out, and then you start, all right, then you start just like talking against all that, or you start talking shit. Or speak, yeah, and even like a lot of them have habits of just talking about and it's mainly like heads of like different camps and all that. Like all they want to say is like, when you were like just like bringing out like petty stuff like you when you were staying in my house, you drank beer out of my fridge without permission, and just like petty shit like that or whatever, or just anything it's like any little thing that they can like think of. All right, just it's just like you like when you're watching their videos, you might as well be watching like Wendy Williams or some shit like that. Or instead of like or just all you have to do is just like do the work, break down precepts, all right, and like have faith and wait for the chariots to come. Or instead of like all this like petty, like just like drama and all that. Like that, right? It just has like you were someone like that anyway, so you didn't have from the jump, you didn't have anything any point in like being in the truth anyway. All right, and all right, skip.
10.
Yeah, 10 or 11.
It says, Jude 1 and 10, it says, but these speak evil of those things which they know not, but what they know naturally as brute beasts. In those things they corrupt themselves. Woe unto them, for they have gone in the way of Cain and ran greedily after the error of Balaam for a reward and perished in the gainsaying of Korah.
All right, so they're being compared to right, they're in the same category as like heathens in 2/3. All right, Cain, all right, the first murderer, all right, being like jealous of the righteous works of his brother Abel, all right, because like they're not bringing that they're not bringing fruits meet for repentance to begin with, all right, and then with like Balaam, all right, like just like cursing like the Lord's like chosen people and all that, all right, just looking at them all, because like when they're doing like videos like from their house, they're right, and talking shit about people like out on the highways and byways, right? That's just the same as like observing like observing like the Lord's chosen people like from a distance, all right, just like doing what they like need to do and being like jealous of that, all right, people like Haitian priests, like Avenger for Yahushai and all that, all right, and right, and then perished in the gainsaying of Korah, by thinking that they should be like running the show, and that can go to like the actual like other Hebrew Israelite organizations like outside of GMS, especially like an example of that is like ISUPK are talking about like all Hebrew Israelite camps need to come like yeah, and if it's not of them, it's not of the Lord.
I got a quick.
Oh, go ahead.
Romans 10 and 2 says, for I bear them record that they have a zeal of Yahweh, but not according to knowledge. but they being ignorant of Yahweh's righteousness and going about to establish their own righteousness, have not submitted themselves unto the righteousness of Yahweh.
They've not submitted them. That's what we're doing. All right, and they're just going on like their own like understanding. All right, because a lot of people they all right just with they're the type of people that they're just like I don't see it that way. Like whether it be right, flat Earth, or whether you're allowed to have like dreadlocks, or whether or not with these like you're just better off like sometimes just like going just like or just like getting down with like the program and the protocol, or just due to the fact that you're like you're barely like even a novice, and there's always something you don't know compared to people right who have right been doing this work for 20, 30 plus years. I mean, like, who are you compared to them? So you're not at that level where you can like go into the scriptures and like because there's still things, all right, and even within like the past like weeks, like there have been videos from the apostles like about scriptures that I've been like breaking down improperly, or even like just like various like new revelations that are coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it. This is John 4, verse start at 34. And I wish I said unto them, my meat is to do the will of him that sent me and to finish his work. You know? And this is what it is, you can get there more revelation in this, the different type of meat, based on your level, and to shoot, and do the work, finish his work. That's fine. That's the will.
Yeah. None of the it's like no one has like this like solid like concrete doctrine, right? That's correct, but all they want to do is or just call someone else out. Like they're saying like they're cult leaders, they're are witches and warlocks. Like like just as long as you're not dealing with them anymore, like you're in the clear. Like a Haitian priest. Like the main camp and all that are saying like, all right, congratulations to this young man for like falling out. But what the fuck if what if he goes back to maybe he went back to being like a drug dealer, like went back into the world. What if he goes back to like doing wickedness? Is that good? All right, just as long as he's not like in GMS anymore. I mean, so all right, none of you like teach any type of like right way, which means like you're not you're not doing this like you're doing this out of spite instead of like out of love. All right, which actually you're at verse 12, right?
In Jude,
Yeah.
This is Jude 1:12. It says, "These are spots in your feast of charity."
All right, because Yahweh Shai like as far as like the work and all that, like he compared it to bidding people to like a marriage or a feast. All right, and like that's what we're doing. We're bidding people like to the marriage. All right, but these like just like spots in your feasts of charity. All right, that charity is we bought the truth and we're selling it now. All right, we constantly just like do like videos and all that. All right, we're all right, just like one camp alone. All right, even like within like the entire body and everyone like that does like videos, like there's always someone like covering a certain like topic that's going to like edify someone of the elect, or to not making a DVD and charging like $25.99 for it or whatever. All right, so it's just we're and that's what that's talking about, like these like feasts of charity. right, keep going.
All right. Bring that back. This is Jude chapter 1, verse 12. These are spots in your feast of charity when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear.
All right, without fear. All right, as far as like all right, people that are just like do like like vainglory and everything, like all these scoffers, all right, that they'll just like boldly come with their like bullshit and gainsaying, all right, and thinking that there aren't going to be any like consequences for that.
It's Proverbs 29:20. It says, seest thou a man that is hasty in his words? There is more hope of a fool than of him.
Mm-hmm. All right, even all right, let's talk about people all right, maybe if you don't have that like proper understanding like of like like of like this like the scriptures of someone else, maybe you don't know that many scriptures, right, but you heard this word and then like you have like you have the faith and all that, or you might you have that humility, or but you might even like be elect, right? But then you have like someone who's just like a straight out like blabbermouth and all that. All right, we've seen it like time and time again, like just like Old Testament people, more science, like Egyptologists, like just like straight up like 2/3 and all that. Right, they come up, we try to like break scriptures down, give them the proper understanding of like our doctrine and all that, but all they do is the people that want to like talk shit, talk over like that one time, like Mayan, like he called it like we were dealing with this like one like it's like born again like bug out, like you just like he like I tried to like just like show him mercy and like give him like a scripture that would have like because when you edify people, like you're that's how we're like exercising like those it's like demons off of people, or when they find out like something's off and they don't want to do it anymore, that demon but that demon didn't want to like depart from him. That's when he started like and then I was just like you gotta go. All right, as soon as like he was like cast out of that circle, like that's when he started he got zapped immediately. Would you say you had something?
No, got something.
All right.
This is I go to Jeremiah chapter 28, verse 7. It says, nevertheless, hear thou now this word that I speak in thine ears, and in the ears of all the people. The prophets that have been before me and before thee of old prophesied both against many countries and against great kingdoms, of war and of evil and of pestilence. The prophet which prophesieth of peace, when the word of the prophet shall come to pass, then shall the prophet be known that the Most High have truly sent him.
Hold on, bro.
Yeah, but we doing the same things that the prophets of old did, man. All right, we got the same exact doctrine that they had, man. All right, like the scripture says, blessed are ye when men shall hate thee, man. All right, so that's how you know what I'm saying, Lord willing, we those men, man, because everybody hate us.
Yeah, sloppy. And it's kind of like for those who remember like Scarface from Half Baked when he quit his job.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, fuck you, you're cool. Yeah, because like that's all right. Yeah, his character was from the tribe of Manasseh in that movie. All right, but like that's how it is, because they're always like all right, this is what's gonna happen to Moab, this is what's gonna happen to Edom, all right, this is what's gonna happen to 2/3. All right, this is the elect is gonna be all right. Right, those of you that repent are going to be all right, but this is what's going to happen to Ham. This is what's going to happen if you do this. Right, there's more yeah, there's more like destruction and rebuke are being foretold than and the good news is always for like a small select amount of people.
I got something else right quick. This Revelations 22:7, it says, "Behold, I come quickly. Blessed is he that keepeth the sayings of the prophecy of this book." Right. So we got to keep the sayings, man, the true sayings, man, the doctrines that Yahushua used to teach, man. All right. And the apostles of GMS on down, man, they had that doctrine, man. So we the ones who blessed anyway, because hey, motherfuckers hate us, so we blessed, and we keep the prophecies of this book, man. We don't divert from it, man.
Proverbs 30:5, it says, "Every word of Yahweh is pure.
Mm-hmm.
He is a shield unto them that put their trust in him. Add thou not unto his words, lest he reprove thee, and thou be found a liar."
Mm-hmm.
That's you other camps, man. Y'all a bunch of liars, man.
Mm-hmm.
Add on to the word. You know?
But yeah, even yeah, there was this one and there's even like these like bug outs that talk about you have to be like 100% like Israelite. There was I even like peeped this video where they said that like in order to like know whether or not you're an Israelite, you need to like you need to take a DNA. Yeah, oh, you saw that shit? I didn't even bother watching the video.
I got it.
So ancestry.com or some shit.
Yeah, let Esau like prick you with the needle.
Let the damn devil tell you, like he gonna tell you the truth. This is 1 Timothy chapter 4, verse 1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, and having their conscience seared with a hot iron.
All right, flat Earth. All right, and even like they even they get like confusion of faces like wrong. It's like it's talking about this is what that really means. All right, but you've been in the truth like less than a decade now. Now like all of a sudden like it's just that their conscience like seared with a hot iron, just having that that arrogance like demon and all that. And it said that that's how like it's like Yahushua said that like once you like fall out, there's like more demons that come like that first like that like that arrogance demon, like he kicks in the door. All right, and then right behind him is like a false doctrine demon, and then
That's what I said about it. Before a little while after, it's like they whole doctrine is off. It's like they start with one thing, then you end up getting kicked out the campus before you know it. It's not even the same shit. Like, either teaching a different name. Like we didn't see it. They don't believe in the new moon Sabbath anymore. Don't believe in the chip no more. Don't want to cut their dreadlocks off. That's like them seducing spirits. You getting judged back into doctrines you once knew. You was given a breakdown.
Oh, and like all of a sudden you want to get together with everybody. All right, but yeah, what the fuck is up with that? Because all right, let's say that because like what I'm trying to say is like where do you draw the line? All right, because all right, let's say you have like a Hebrew Israelite summit. All right, and all right, let's say that there's like the Cornelius issue, RFID chip. All right, but then like or you guys have that concept of or you might as well like rip out like Amos 3:3 from the scriptures. All right, but all right, what if someone shows up to this summit? All right, and all right, they believe that Edomites could be saved. All right, and they have like Edomites in their camp. All right, and then there's another camp. All right, they believe that right, there's like Israelites that look like heathens. All right, and they bring people of their congregation that look like heathens like to their camp. All right, what if there's another camp? All right, they don't believe that they don't believe that smoking weed is wicked. All right, and then there's another camp. They allow they allow like homosexuals like in their like congregation. Then there's another camp. They believe that they like eat pork and all that. I mean, where it's my question to you is like, where exactly do you draw the line?
It's just wax worse and worse. It's like that's why it's better off they not even came into the truth.
Yeah.
It's Proverbs 19:3. It says, "The foolishness of a man perverteth his way, and his heart fretteth against the Lord." Yahweh Shai. And I looked that up in the blue letter. That word fretteth is za'af. Hebrew word za'af. It means to fret, be sad, be wroth, be vexed, be enraged, be out of humor. You know what I'm saying? And these are all, synonymous with how these people feel about our doctrine. It makes them sad. Like, why do we want to, kill people and all this shit? They're wroth and vexed because they can't understand. You know what I'm saying?
They just want the sweet. They want all those
Sweet.
Yeah, they want all those
Smooth
ingredients. They want that high fructose, like corn syrup.
Yeah. And it also says to be out of humor, because you notice, like, we out there, a lot of people laughing shit at us, like this is dumb shit. It's funny, so, but that's the foolishness, like the scripture say, that's the foolishness of a man, and they're gonna die, like the scripture say, destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? So, you gotta argue.
I got some.
They just want they get together like that just to really to be, just have a name for themselves, be famous, stuff like that. Just
Especially
hang out, stuff
Like if they
But,
show numbers, that mean they got the
Yeah.
truth.
yeah.
Yeah, still finish that 12 and then go until 13.
Right.
Jude 1:12, it says, "These are spots in your feasts of charity when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Clouds they are without water."
Yeah, because they don't have any like understanding. Right? They're just like that fig tree that didn't bear any fruit. Or yeah, keep on going.
All right. It says, I'm gonna bring that back actually. Jude 1:12, "These are a spot in your feasts of charity when they feast with you, feeding themselves without fear. Clouds they are without water, carried about of winds."
Oh
trees,
yeah, different doctrines.
Trees whose fruit withereth, without fruit, twice dead, plucked up by the roots.
All right, just like because they didn't have that they weren't radical enough.
And verse 13, it says, "Raging waves of the sea, foaming out of their own shame, wandering."
Yeah, foam like kind of like like foaming at the mouth.
Mhm.
All right, just like talking all this shit. All right, I look at him, look at them. All right, look what they're doing. All right, and when people like look at what you're not, but there's nothing for people to look as far as like what you're doing. All you're doing is just like scoffing and gainsaying.
That's just like the fucking devil too, man. Because that's what he do. He go, he accuses day and night.
That's his job.
Yeah, right,
Yeah. So you're doing the devil's work.
right. So you are the devil, man. These don't understand, man. They just don't understand what they like be getting themselves into, man. And it goes back to that Luke, I believe, 14 and 28, something like that. They
Yeah,
ain't
'cause,
have
like,
sufficient enough to finish, man.
Yeah, because even even like Amalek, like as far as like like those fake Jews, like they teach that Satan is like he's compared to like a prosecutor in a courtroom. All right, and of course like as far as like the shady like occupation of a lawyer and all that, like right, with like the objective like just to like win the case. And their job is to like just like portray someone like evil enough, like just so they can like win the case basically. All right, so it doesn't necessarily have to be like things that are true.
Mm-hmm. I got some Deuteronomy 18 and 22. It says, when a prophet speaketh in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Most High hath not spoken, but the prophet hath spoken it presumptuously, thou shalt not be afraid of him. Right. So majority of y'all prophets, man, when y'all speaking in the name of the Heavenly Father, man, y'all speaking presumptuously, man. And presumptuously, the Hebrew for that is Zadam. It's a lot if I'm pronouncing it incorrect, but it says pride, arrogance, man. So y'all speaking that in y'all own pride, man, in y'all own arrogancy, man. Y'all saying that the Heavenly Father, you know, gave y'all and enlightened y'all to this truth, man, to the truth and the knowledge of the scriptures, man. But the scriptures say if you say something and it don't follow or come to pass, then that's something that the Heavenly Father has not spoken of, man. And y'all gonna start realizing, man, that that shit that y'all be saying, man, it's not gonna come to pass, man. All right, it's not gonna come to that the so-called white man can be saved, man. All right, that fucking John 3:16 is the mark of the beast, or embargo, man, or Christianity, man. Hey, we not afraid of y'all, man, because that's what the scripture said. Thou should not be afraid of them, man. Hey, that's why the apostles be going in on y'all so hard, man, because they know y'all full of shit, man.
Or even, you know, the hell doctrine,
Time.
virgin birth.
Mm-hmm. They know y'all full of shit, man.
God, I got appreciate it.
All right, and that doesn't apply to all. That doesn't apply to us because we were talking about America like being destroyed and all that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and like all these years have gone by and it hasn't happened yet. All right, right, because like we're going by the what the scriptures say. All right, and the thing is like the reason why like you guys are false prophets. All right, and those things don't come to pass is because like they're not going to come to pass, and it's not based on any type of like sound doctrine.
Mm-hmm.
Since it's not in the volume in the book, like it's not prophecy.
All right, and I got something to back you up on that because you said that, you know, we prophesy certain things that ain't come to pass, so they like try to portray us as liars, though. All right, but this Ecclesiastes chapter 3, verse 1, it says, to everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven. So we prophesying, it's the truth. It's just not time for it to take place, man. All right, that's the only difference, man. All right, because the thing we saying, man, it's gonna come to pass, man. Eventually, man. All right. If not, we wouldn't be saying it, man.
Matthew 24 and 36. Actually, 35. All right, heaven and earth shall pass away, but my word shall not pass away. All right, so all right, he came within like the volume of the book. He was on the same accord as the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. All right, so all right, his words and his promises are going to abide forever. All right, but here's the thing, verse 36. But of that day and hour knoweth no man, no, not the angels of heaven, but my Father only.
Mm-hmm. So we don't even know, man. We don't nobody know. Only the Heavenly Father know when the things are gonna take place, man. In that day, in that hour, that year, man. To the specifics of specifics, man. The Heavenly Father, the only one that know it, man. All right. Hey, we hastening the day, man. We want it to come to pass tomorrow, man. We want to be out of here soon, man. But it's not up to us, man. It's up to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
I got appreciate it. This Matthew's 7. We start at 1 real quick. Yeah, I'm gonna jump around in the chapter. After it's 7:1 Matthew. No, in John. It's like John says 7:1. After these things, Yahweh shall walk in Galilee, for he would not walk in the Jewry because the Jews sought to kill him. Now the Jews' feast of tabernacles was at hand. So you can relate that to them about the summits, you know. We don't know what their intentions are, you know. His brethren therefore said unto him, depart hence and go into Judea, that thy disciples also may see the works that thou doest. There is no man that doeth anything in secret, and he himself seeketh to be known openly. If thou do these things, show thy to the world, and neither did his brethren believe in him. Then Yahushua said unto them, my time is yet come, but your time is always ready. The world cannot hate you, but hate it, but me it hated, because I testify of it. I testify of it that the works thereof are evil, you know, because what they're doing was evil, you know. Just real quick, and I'm give it back, and then they say and if you go down right to verse 12. So this Yahushua at the tabernacle, you know, didn't want to go to the feast of tabernacle because, you know, there was some wicked shit up there, man. You know, they were teaching false doctrines. There's probably false things going on there, you know, and that's why he said this in verse 15. He said, and the Jews marveled, saying, well, I'll start at 14. Now about the midst of the feast, Yahushua went up into the temple and taught. So he started teaching. So he, you know, and the Jews marveled, saying, how knoweth this man these letters have he never learned? And Yahushua answered them and said, my doctrine is not mine, but his that sent me. You know? And he was going in true, you know. He was going in. He wasn't teaching all that false stuff. He was not teaching about the flat earth. He was teaching what the scriptures. He was teaching the Old Testament. You know, he was teaching the book of Moses, right? Well, I mean, the laws of Moses, right? And then they say this on 17.
Yeah, sorry, and even like a lot of these like scholars and all that are people that you know, you have like those like it's like arrogant Edomites and all that, and then like when you go into well, when you start like going in like to like the history and everything, and then they're like, oh, how do you know about Flavius Josephus? How do you know about Herodotus?
They try to ask me if you went to theological school and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But then like
Basically, how you know this doctrine, and he was never taught. He was never taught by any one of these schools. Right.
And that's great millstone. Like, we know things that they don't think that we should know. And y'all so young. Oh, you still wet behind here. How do you know that? Then it said this. Oh, we don't got no, well, I don't know, but me personally, I don't have any bachelors or associates, shit like that.
We didn't either.
But it says 7:17.
I'm a bachelor for different reasons.
God, that was cool. Which is the last verse.
And I associate with like
Oh yeah, right. God, right. Hey, I like that. And we masters right now.
we were working on our masters of and of your other nation.
Yeah, right. We masters of the other nations. So this is the last verse. It say, if any man will do his will, just like the brother just saying, he said, if any man will do his will, ye shall know of the doctrine, whether it be of God or whether I speak of myself. He that speak of himself speak of his own glory. That's what it is. They want to be famous, you know. But he that seeketh his glory that sent him, the same is true, and no unrighteousness is in him. You know? And it say this, and did not Moses give you the law, and yet none of you keep the law? Why ye go up about to kill me? You know? Like man, Yahushua was in the spirit, he was doing the right thing, he was basically just speaking the truth hurt, but
speaking and doing the truth. They was all hypocrites, so they had a problem with it.
Yep. And what they thought he was, you know, they thought just like Paul, you know,
they thought Paul was come to destroy the law, like meaning like no, he or like Yahushua like was trying to like do away with the law. He was fulfilling it, you know. So all that vainglory, all that not doing the work right,
Only doing it
no.
half a year. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Not going out in the winter.
Not going on the winter.
Now they got the freshest garments. The purple garments and
Out
shit.
there with lineups and shit.
Yeah, fresh niggas.
Yeah, the funny, like, like they want to talk about, like, just like how, like they flex, like how hard they are, like how militant they are, like the real, like, so-called, even like Esau is like military, like, as far as like being like hard and like a soldier and all that. I think there was this one, I don't know, there was like the Marines, the Army, like it was a commercial of them all like in the mountains when it was like snowing and all that. And then all of a sudden they all like creep up from their like camouflage positions and all that. All right, so like shit, I'm not even up for like doing that. Like I'll go out in the snow. I just won't. I'm not gonna play and hide in the fucking snow and all that. All right, but all right, but as far as you guys like present yourself, you put on that front as far as like how tough you are and all that. Like basically I like if you guys think you're so hard and all that, I dare you to go out on the highways and byways, all right, in the winter. All right, since you want to be so tough.
This is Proverbs chapter 20, verse 4.
Oh, beautiful.
The sluggard will
Yeah.
not plow by reason of the cold. Therefore shall he beg and harvest and have nothing.
All right, so yeah, you're a bunch of sluggards. All right, and all right, and that's that goes into like taking your hand off the plow, all right, and being lukewarm. All right, because like we don't even go out as often as or the prophets are from the ancient world.
Mm-hmm.
All right, because from like what I've read, it sounds like it sounds like they went out like every day.
No, let's say I'll show you talking typical day.
Yeah.
Talk the daily. It was no days off. It was just, and this money, everybody was trying to kill them. You know, when we out there, they would love to get their hands on us. You know.
Yeah, that one. Yeah, there was this. Remember the guy last week? Like he crossed the street, like the other way while we were that guy that yeah, there was a guy that like we rebuked like last week. Remember, like you saw him when he crossed the street. Yeah, and he had that like this real crazy look.
Yeah, he was looking real crazy. I didn't even notice it was him at first. He said something about it. I noticed how he was looking. I'm like, damn.
Hey, just to add on to that though, the harvest and begging in the harvest, because the angels come back, you know what I'm saying? It's the harvest, and they're gonna be begging for their life, you know what I'm saying? So, just because y'all, lazy, you know what I'm saying?
I got something quick for y'all.
And it's like it, but you should enjoy doing this. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody enjoys doing this. This ain't no burden. Like, oh damn, it's Sunday, I gotta go do the work. Like, look forward to this, man. So,
I agree.
you better do.
I concur.
This is St. Matthew 7 and 15. It says, beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
Yeah, they have like the right, those like just like fancy like garments and all that. But then like on the side you at least like we've heard like rumors and everything, but just for it's like being in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yerushalayim, we only want to like deal with facts and all that. But just like the fact that you go off on the doctrine alone like makes you wicked. You're in that category. And even with one example is like one camp that comes to mind like with that scripture is GOCC. Right, because they wear those like white garments and all that. All right, they don't. Whenever someone like whenever a scoffer comes up, they're always like, that's okay, brother. We're gonna pray for you. All right, but then there's but then there's story. But then there's the fact that like Bubble he left, he ditched people in like Egypt and all that. All right, you know that that collection plate like that goes around.
Yeah, that's the spirit too, though, because that one that I just quoted is that's the same one that Turner had brought out when the devil, yeah, when he was because the one motherfucker devil, he was a reverend,
Yeah.
right? He was like basically a false prophet, and that was the part when Nate was sitting on the porch, he was pissed about something.
I forgot what he
Was that one was it
his girl guys are, yeah, that's when they did it to the girl.
Oh yeah. But he came up trying to quote scriptures to Nate, man. All right, and that was the last scripture that he cut him with because he got in the spirit on that. He was like, "Bring that back right quick, bro." We saw
And those even like the Christian like Edomites, like those like Roman Catholics and all that, or even I don't know if you guys seen like Manhunt with Ice-T.
Oh yeah.
Because that main it was like the main like Edomite, and then there was that that 1/2 that was also in like Menace to Society. Remember he got like blown off that bike and shit. All right, but what happened was like the 2/3, right? That one guy he was he was like when like the first impression like of his character, he was like, we do community outreach, we help the people, or we do soup kitchens and all that. All right, but he's taking like but like on the weekends he's tricking like homeless people into like going into this secluded island by telling them, well, we're gonna give you a job or to help us like survey the land. But then like when they wake up the next morning, they're the prey, or and all their right, they get put to death. Like, they save all the fucking like body parts and all that. Ice-T was the main character.
It was another one too with Jean-Claude Van Damme. It was the same movie, just like you. The plot was the same. How he get the homeless dude like come work for his Esau, and then got there make go hunt his ass and shit.
Yeah, and then like the main like Edomite like he was like the wickedest one. But then like he ends up escaping, and then like he puts on like his he was like a minister, a priest or whatever. He puts on like his robe or whatever. All right, and then like he goes and then it's causing him like, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. And he's like, some shit like that.
Hold up. It's like get that again one more time.
You have to be even like wary, especially you have to be you're better off like dealing with like a straight up thought than like a woman that like says she goes to like church every Sunday. Those are the ones you really need to watch out for.
Or the ones that say they know the truth.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Watch out for them, man.
Matthew 7:15, beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves.
So in the movie, man, in the Birth of a Nation, man, that was Esau, man, because he was portraying himself to be like he was a reverend, he was this Christian, like a godly person, man. All right, and that was the last scripture Nate quoted before they hit him in the mouth, because he cut him up with that scripture, man. All right, he told him that you a ravenous wolf, man. All right, and that goes back to that Luke, the one I brought out earlier, Luke 21:15, I believe. Yeah, because the Most High gave him a mouth and the spirit, man, that they couldn't gainsay, right? Which means they couldn't say again. Because that was the last scripture he brought out, and they hit him in the mouth with the butt of the gun. Because they ain't had nothing else to go against it. They couldn't say nothing against it when he brought that out. Like, he cut him up, he was in the spirit, man. Hey, that was a good part right there, man. That's all I had to do.
It's Proverbs 8. I'm gonna start at 7. It says, "For my mouth shall speak truth, and wickedness is an abomination to my lips. All the words of my mouth are in righteousness. There is nothing froward or perverse in them. They are plain to him that understandeth, and right to them that find knowledge." Receipt, so like, yeah, that's it. But yeah, man, it's plain to them that understand it, man. That's why scriptures be saying, you know, if you have ears to hear, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Hear, you know what I'm saying? Of course, we all got ears. It just means you can understand. Understand, you know what I'm saying? Blessed is he that readeth, you know what I'm saying? Anybody can read the Bible if you can read, you know what I'm saying? But blessed is the man that understands these things.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
I'm pretty sure we read a couple scriptures in the Bible before we was in it, you know what I'm saying? The fold, man. I bet you ain't know what that much meant.
Right.
You ain't understand it.
Oh, I got appreciate
That's right.
it. This is John 9:39. And Yahushua said, for judgment I come to this world, that they which see not my seed, and that they which see might be made blind, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, meaning like, you know, brothers that blind gonna come to the light. And they that thought they had some type of knowledge gonna not, gonna be made blind for this.
Come on.
Because there was a man who was blind from birth. And you keep reading the story further, well, in the beginning, you brought to the truth, but the Pharisees couldn't understand it. And that's why then in verse 40 it say, and some of the Pharisees which were with him heard these words and said unto him, are we blind also? And Yahushua said in verse 41 and Yahushua said unto them, if you were blind, ye should have no sin. And like, hell yeah, you blind because you don't get it, But now you say we see, therefore your sin remaineth, man. Like, even though you see, you still blind to this truth. You got a blind eye too. You got a mote in your eye. You got a beam. A lot of these all these 2/3 got a mote in their eye. Esau got a mote, big had most in his eye. You'll never understand. Even nations got most in their eye, man. And so you always be blind, man. Put a veil. The scripture speaks about that veil.
Yeah, I got that precept to that.
Oh, cool.
This is Matthew 7 and
Oh yeah, because they can't do the work right. They can't see. They blind, man. The scripture speaks about the blind leader, the blind ain't both shall fall in the ditch, man.
And you even like because of all their own like doctrines and all that. Esau doesn't believe in the Lord. Like Ishmael, he believes in like that Islam.
Yeah.
Right, that yeah. All right, right, Elam, they have Hinduism and like Zoroastrianism, or which Zoroastrianism, it's just like it's just a ripoff on like Judaism and all that. Or just as far as like I found this revelation that there's only like one God and all that. All right, but they
gotta
still
ask
go
you
on.
real quick. Did you hear about the little 12-year-old Indian girl that died? She tried to do a 30-day fast and she just died. Yeah.
She thought she was your host, huh?
God. Jake stupid ass think that Jake stupid ass think the Heavenly Father all love, man. All peace, man. That's the type of spirit and mentality that Jake got on him, man. 2/3 of Jake, man. They think that the Lord's all love, man. He love everybody. He gonna save everybody, man. That's why y'all gonna be destroyed ultimately, man. Cause y'all, just like the brother said, y'all fucking blind, man. Y'all don't see the truth, man.
They think everything's supposed to be politically correct. That's the whole problem.
Yeah. And that's wisdom in this world, man. Thinking shit's supposed to be politically correct, man. The scripture is not political, man.
Hey, I got one for you.
Hey, real quick, like even if we was physically blind, scripture say we don't walk by sight, we walk by faith, man. So we don't really know the future. We know our hope is Yahweh Hashem gonna guide us. We don't know to where we gotta make a left here, make a right here. No, it's just gonna be by faith, man. Y'all really blind to faith, man. What it is, I'd rather see faith than to see physical things. That's the stuff you want,
y'all want the carnal sight. Real sight, you know, you doing the work right, doing the work the right way, doing the work the right way, you will see the Lord will deal with you. You'll see, you know.
I got a quick proof for you, bro. In Psalms 31:16, it says, make thy face to shine upon thy servant. Save me for thy mercy's sake. Let me not be ashamed of Yahweh, Bashem Yahushua, for I have called upon thee. Let the wicked be ashamed, and let them be silent in the grave.
Right, let the wicked be ashamed, man. Because what the wicked do? Here it is, you blind, and you worship a false idol that's blind and dumb. The scripture speaks about an idol that's dumb and can't see, just worshiping a rock, a stone that's dumb, that has no sight.
It's supposed to get ate up by worms.
They're gonna get ate by the worms, man. So they're gonna be ashamed this morning.
Yeah, let the lying lips be put to silence.
But the lying lips be put to silence, man. You know, dumb. You know, because you're not doing the work, you're not speaking the truth, man. You know, they said in the movie Nat Turner, he's like, man, let's go by the fire and tell some lies, some lies. You know, that's just what it is. They you know, in this case, they put up a video telling lies. They doing the work and enforce, and they lying because let's say they teaching all the right things, but when the camera go off, they know some wicked shit. Committing adultery, just not being a tyrant, not not following to the best of your abilities. You know, you never follow to the best of your abilities.
It's like Ezekiel chapter 8. Like when he
Finish this. It just says, which speak grievous things proudly and contemptuously against the righteous.
Yeah. Just speak lies, basically. Speaking lies against us. Oh, we ravens. Oh, you guys don't know what you talking about. You guys is off. Yeah.
Or that avenger for Yahweh shot nigga.
Oh, man.
Because that's the spirit you had brought him up today, because I had seen that before camp. He was talking about the apostles. They said, you can watch witchcraft videos. And the apostle had said it, but you could tell he was being played like shit. So I can watch witchcraft videos because you know how the scriptures say, like, how we can take in shit.
Mm-hmm.
Regurgitate it. So you can watch some shit like that to get an understanding. I mean, you know what I'm saying? But they taking it like GMS is a witchcraft cult. Like I told you, anything doing with it. No. It's some nigga shit. They do anything to try to bring the apostles down.
You should catch him up in
the
and he type of lie.
Yeah.
Right. Catch their words slipping.
Right.
That's
Our words slip, but our heart, you feel me?
You know what I'm saying? Men make mistakes. They might, even the apostles, you might slip something and say something wrong. We only human.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I mean, only a fucking nigga sit there in front of every video and wait till these niggas say some shit.
Man, they did that to the amen to our Lord.
Yeah.
Because he said, look, I'm gonna destroy the temple in 3 days. You know, they like, he gonna destroy the temple and get them up. Meaning he talking spiritually. You know.
I got something like quick. This is Proverbs 12:19. It says, the lip of truth shall be established forever, but a lying tongue is but for a moment.
That's right. And the truth is forever. The truth is the gospel. It's the good news. It's the title. Good news. That's gonna be established forever. What's the good news? We gonna be everlasting, a kingdom, and we gonna be, joint heirs with Yahweh Shai and Yahweh. Be back in good graces with him. You know, we ain't gonna be blind to him.
Yeah.
He's gonna actually deal with us on a higher level.
We're gonna be immortal judges, man.
And it's it's like in Psalms 35:26. It says, "Let them be ashamed and brought to confusion together, that rejoice at my hurt. Let them be clothed with shame and dishonor that magnifies themselves against me." In that scripture right there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, you don't worship the elders, you know what I'm saying? Yahweh Hashem Yahshua is what you worship, but that just made me think about the elders, like, You know, that's all you niggas do out there, try to magnify yourself against those men. You know what I'm saying? And bring shame upon them. You know, when in all actuality, you know, I mean, they gotta be. I mean, it's gonna be scoffers in the last days, but you know, that only speaks to their relevance. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not gonna waste your time, you know, making videos about somebody you really despise and don't believe in. I know I wouldn't. I was like, man, niggas funny. You know what I'm saying? And go on about my day. But y'all dedicate your lives to coming at GMS. So, you know,
Man.
like the brother said earlier, you know, being hated. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know the spirit of how it shines within GMS. You know, GMS members are hated. You know what I'm saying?
It's never us that they hate. It's they really hate the Lord, man.
Right. That is.
They hate who sent us, man. He who sent us, man. We ain't doing this of our own, man. We just flesh. We just earth and ashes. Scripture speaks about earth and ashes. You know,
Right.
doing the work. You know, just do the work. We trying to, you know, the Luke in the book of Luke say, go on the highways and byways. What's that? 23 and 14.
14 and 23.
14 and 23.
14 and 22.
Yeah.
I got some. This is Proverbs 10 and 23. It said it is a sport to a fool to do mischief. So that's all they are, man. All right, man. They true. Hey, they good. Hey, it's a sport to these guys, man, to do that mischief, man. That's why they always doing that, man. Cause it's like it feeds the need, so to speak, man. It's like it lifts them up, man. All right. It says, but a man of understanding have wisdom. The fear of the wicked, it shall come upon him. But the desire of the righteous shall be granted. Right. So the fear of the wicked, it's gonna come upon you niggas, man. All right. The fear of Esau, man. So-called white people gonna come upon you niggas, man. All right. Hey, but the desire of the righteous shall be granted, man. Meaning we gonna get everything that we desire, man. All right, the Heavenly Father gonna grant us those things, man. We desire salvation, man. Hey, we desire to see this place destroyed, man. We desire slaves, man. Hey, we desire killing shit, man. All right, and the scripture said it's gonna be granted. It's gonna be granted to the righteous, man. So all you wicked niggas, man, y'all get ready, man. Get ready.
And this Psalms 55:22 says, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we don't worry about you scoffers and shit. You know, I mean, even though it's a burden sometimes to go out there. I mean, maybe burden's the wrong word, but you know what I'm saying?
Tribulation.
Yeah, tribulation in the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But we know the Lord gonna get y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So we cast that on your high bar, shimmy out shot, because in the end, I mean, we can't even do nothing like we can touch you or nothing on this side. That's all touch us. So all we can do is put curses on you. You know what I'm saying? It's like that one dude, remember the dude that pulled the gun and we put the curses on. I ain't seen that dude since. You know what I'm saying?
Probably did.
That's what I've been thinking through the spirit. The Lord probably smote his ass. You know
Well,
what I'm saying?
today, this one nigga of mine almost got he was like,
Oh, man.
ooh.
He's fucking retarded or something.
I was talking about a dude that was like, let's do some crack or something.
No.
About to catch a bus.
The one retarded.
The drunk dude?
No, which one you talking about?
It was before him. It was that kept-
Oh,
Yeah, he almost got hit by the bus.
Oh, okay. I thought he was talking about the one
He came back like
he wanted to say something. He was like,
Oh, yeah. I remember that dude.
well, do you know about this? You have to come the whole over there and talk about this. Like,
He was a punk.
funny.
he was waiting to disagree, but then
He was trying to fight this spirit to not say something. He's like, you got to need to talk about all that.
Oh, yeah. You sound just like you, man.
That shit was funny, man.
But yeah, today, like, there was this like one scoffer, like, he just called us like ignorant. Now he was like, whispering in other people's like ears and all that.
Come on.
All right, and then he was like still like talking his shit and like, for some odd reason, like he tried to get inside of like this like airport taxi or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Or and then like you saw like drive away a little, try to get away from him.
God.
Or and then like that's like he's either like across the street or whatever, and then like he was still like just like talking shit or whatever, and like the bus like it was within like inches of like fucking him up.
Yeah, I got one real quick. This is it's Revelations 14:14. And I looked, and behold, a white cloud, and upon the cloud one sat like unto the Son of Man, having on his head a golden crown, and in his hand a sharp sickle. So, you know, it'll be the time is coming to where, man, the Lord, that's that Grim Reaper stuff, like that sickle thing, that Grim Reaper we having. So that was that, and that's the time we coming to, man, for you false prophets, man. They're not gonna do the work right, you know. That's not doing the work right, man. You're gonna be caught up out there, bro. You know, just like the time of Moses, well, the time of Egypt, you know, that angel of death, you know,
Yeah.
you know, that he came with that sickle. That was what it was. And another angel came out, this verse 15, and another angel came out of the temple crying with a loud voice to him that sat on a cloud, thrust in thy sickle and reap, for the time is to come for the time is come for thee to reap, for the harvest of the earth is ripe. You know, they're ready. And the elect already sealed, man. You know, and the fruits that, you know, you wild grapes that the scripture speaks about, you wild people who don't want to do the work right, who don't want to grow, want to do your own thing. You know, people who want to do their own thing. They don't want to do the work, they just want to do their own thing. They want to start your own team. You know, you want to do the work your way. You don't want to follow the schedule. Fuck it. You get caught out there then.
It's too cold outside.
It's too cold outside. I just want to do my own thing. So, verse 16. And he that sat on the cloud, the reason I'm reading this because it's scary to me, man. This dude said the man with a crown on his head with a sickle. That's scary. You know? I mean, of course, you know, it's rejoicing because we know that is, but, you know, that's some scary stuff, though, you know? I'm going to do the work right, man, because I don't want to get caught out there. And what you think that sickle for sure?
All right.
Who do you think he's going to use that sickle on? Of course, he's going to use it on other nations, but you two-thirds going to get it too. Shit, you know? And he that sat on the cloud thrust in his sickle on the earth. So he thrusting a sickle on the earth, man. And the earth was reaped, you know?
I got some.
Yeah.
This is the Hebrew, the Greek for the word sickle is draponon, right? It says a sickle, a pruning hook, a hook, vine, knife, such as reapers and vine dressers use.
Yeah, so he was a reaper. That's that girl reaper. That's that if I wish I could show you a picture, it's that knife that goes crazy looking too. You know? So something like that, you don't want to get. Me personally, I rather get. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to die like that with a sick.
That sickle, I believe they use that for harvesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it said. Vine dressers.
All right, Proverbs 1:7. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, but fools despise wisdom and instruction.
Right.
All right, so it's like the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge, because sometimes like it's like even when like I was like first like dealing with the scriptures and even just like going to like church and all that, and like just being like so-called saved or whatever, like I still had that like fear of the Lord and all that. So I just wanted to like that's why I was in the process of like getting into these scriptures and finding out like what I needed to do in order to like obtain salvation. All right, but not everyone like I'm saying, like if you don't take this like if you don't have like a fear of the Lord, like then you know you don't like you're not part of that like the inner circle.
Yeah.
Like you probably just thought this was just like it's like a cool group to be a part of or whatever. And then you found out, like what it's really about, and then like you just wanted to start that cool group, that's like fun to be a part of and all that. Like all these like other groups, all their like flamboyant presentations and intros,
Right.
all your parties and festive events, right? And pizza at the park or whatever the hell you guys
Yeah, they
like
still
do
worldly
that.
eating, worldly Israelites.
All right, because you said that fools hate knowledge, man. All right, and the so-called white man is a fool, man. They tell you that in Job, what is that? Job 30:8 says they were children of fools, yeah, children of base men, right? So y'all, hey, and 2/3, man, y'all children of fools as well, man, because y'all follow after the customs of y'all. Yeah, y'all follow after after the customs of y'all parents, man. All right, which is these so-called white people, man. All right, they're the fools, man, and they hate instruction and knowledge, man, wisdom. All right, and 2/3 of the nation of Israel, y'all are fools as well, man. All right, because y'all are their children, man. They raised you, man, to be that way, man. They raised you up in this society and things of that nature, man. So y'all fools too, man.
Psalm 74:10 says, "O Yahweh, how long shall the adversary reproach? Shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever?"
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So how long is y'all niggas? Because y'all are enemies too. Really, Israel is 2/3. Like our chief enemy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's really y'all, for real. I mean, Esau wicked because he was made to be wicked. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Other nations is naturally wicked because they weren't given the law. But y'all niggas, you know, y'all got like it's saying, I believe it's Romans, they say they got a zeal. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got the zeal and still don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I say, shall the enemy blaspheme thy name forever? You know what I'm saying? How long we gotta hear these niggas say Jesus Christ? You know what I'm saying? You know, how many times we gotta hear them say the Lord died, no, the Lord came back to destroy the law. All right, all that stuff is outside of the temple is profane, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's profane. You know, so you know, y'all really the enemy, man. And like brothers is sick of that. You know? That's why we read. I got you. That's why we read Psalms. Brothers be in the spirit. You know what I'm saying? Cause they wasn't just whispering and stuff in one of their breath. They was in the spirit. Like, damn, how long we gotta see this shit? You know what I'm saying? You got it though.
They speak on that in 2nd Esdras, the 6th chapter at the end. You know what I'm saying? How long shall this endure? You know what I'm saying? If the word be not made for our sakes, how long shall this endure? I was going to get this Matthew. I'm going to bring this back to 7:15. It says, "Beware of false prophets which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. Ye shall know them by their fruit. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit, neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore, by their fruits ye shall know them." Right? So, I mean, if you see, you know, people that's you can say leading people astray, you pretty much know them by their fruit. You know what I'm saying? If you see in their camp that they allowing people with dreadlocks and smoking weed and you can join on the first day, you know, things like that. Here's a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? You know right then and there that they're going off.
Yeah, you know. Hey, man, I'm telling you, fear will make you do the work right.
Like Jonas.
When you fear the Lord, you be scared to go. You be scared of what's gonna happen to you.
Fear made Noah do the work. Talking about that in Hebrews, was that? I believe, yeah, that's the 11th chapter. Because he feared the Heavenly Father, man.
So he did the works, man. He built the ark, he prophesied and condemned the world, man. All off of fear, man.
He was probably, I believe, he said he prophesied for like 100 years. No, he was just doing it. He was just doing the work. Well, off the fear, man. You know?
I got some real quick. This is Psalms 40:7. It says, Then said I, Lo, I come in the volume of the book. It is written of me. I delight to do thy will, O my power. Yeah, thy law is within my heart. I have preached righteousness in the great congregation. Lo, I have not refrained my lips. O Yahweh, thou knowest. I have not hid thy righteousness within my heart. I have declared thy faithfulness and thy salvation. I have not concealed thy loving kindness and thy truth from the great congregation. Withhold not thou thy tender mercies from me, O Yahweh. Let thy loving kindness and thy truth continually preserve me. Right. So the truth, man, is the scriptures, man. All right. The wisdom, understanding, and the knowledge of these scriptures, man. All right. And that's what's going to continually preserve us, man. All right. When the day of Jacob's trouble come to pass, man. All right. The truth is going to continually preserve us in that time, man. All right.
Isaiah 33:6. And wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times, and strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord is his treasure.
Man. So that's what's going to continually preserve us, man. All right. The wisdom and knowledge, man, of these scriptures, man. All right.
I got a precept. This is Luke 14:23. And the Lord said unto the servants, Go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that my house may be filled.
He ain't say go to a church building, man, or a building, man, and compel them to come into a building, man.
That's easy.
Yeah, that's right. In the winter time, you could go in there and cut the heat on, man. All right. You can sit down.
IUIC deal, oh, this is going to be good food.
Get to eat in there and everything. Get to relax, man. Motherfuckers be falling asleep in church, man. We can't fall asleep standing up out there on highways and byways. We can't fall asleep. But the Heavenly Father told us to go out there on the highways and the hedges, man. All right? But you got it, right?
God. 25. And there went, okay, no. Yeah, right. 24. For I say unto you, that none of those men which are bidden shall taste of my supper. And there went great multitudes with him, and he turned and said unto them, If any man come to me and hate not his father and mother and wife and children and brethren and sisters, yea, his own life, also he cannot be my disciple, man.
So we supposed to hate our lives, man, our family, or things of that nature, man. We're supposed to love that less, man, than the Heavenly Father. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, man.
Because when you go to the truth, you find out they wicked anyway, so they get put on a lower pedestal anyway.
And that's just how how the scriptures put it. It's like in Deuteronomy, there's a law about if you have two wives, or you love one and hate the other. Right, that just means one of your wives is the one that you hate is just like a side chick or whatever. Because you don't.
That's why they don't want to do the work, because that's one of the scriptures they can't rock with. They're like, damn, I love my wife so much. I can't forsake my wife for the truth. Or, I gotta hate my own life. So you're saying I can't go to school. I can't become something, stuff like that it offends them. All right, verse 27. All right, it say, whosoever does not bear his cross and come after me cannot be my disciple. You can speak on it.
So yeah, if you ain't bearing your cross, if you ain't pursuing after this truth and basically putting all that fuck hold, don't even put it on hold, just forget about it. Because now ain't the time for it. Look for another kingdom, a kingdom where, I mean, we looking for something that that's eternal. You feel me? It ain't
Temporary.
it ain't temporary. Like on this side,
Oh, I got something for you.
like you
like
start a
this
family on this side, you know they're gonna be wicked. Your bitch gonna leave and all that shit, cheat on you and shit. We looking for something that's righteous. So that's why I said, that's why if you ain't willing to sacrifice this, then you showing that you just want to stay here, that you comfortable here. Our kingdom can't come with this on for us, so you basically just saying you want the white man to continue ruling over you. You still want to be a slave. That's the mind mentality our families have. They still want to be slaves. So why would you not hate them for that?
And then it say, for which of you attain to build a tower, sitteth not down first and counteth the cost, whether he hath sufficient to finish it. Right. So you basically you make a promise, you know, and it's true. You say, I'm gonna do this forever. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go out every day. I'm gonna study. She don't do this shit, but she don't count the part that, hey, I might get snatched up. Hey, it might get cold outside. You gotta be like, you know, real quick, Numbers 30, real quick.
Oh, I got something.
Oh, you got, okay.
All right, 1 Corinthians 9:24. Know ye not that they which run in a race run all, but one receiveth the prize? So run that ye may obtain. And every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown. And that's talking about all, like people in the world, all right, studying, practicing your like jump shot or whatever. All right, looking at your like choreography, making sure you get it right or whatever you want to do to be like rich and famous or whatever, or successful.
Yeah.
All right, and every man that striveth for the mastery is temperate in all things. So, like still gotta have that even if you want to like be something in the world, you gotta have that gotta have like some discipline. There's gonna be like nights that you can't go out when you either have to like study or practice or whatever. All right, but here's the thing. Now they do it to obtain a corruptible crown, but we an incorruptible. Right, the incorruptible crown is the kingdom. All right, yeah, that's about it.
I got that Numbers.
Yeah.
Numbers chapter 30, verse 2. If a man vow a vow unto the Most High, or swear an oath to bind his soul with a bond, he shall not break his word.
Right.
He shall do according to all that proceedeth out of his mouth.
Right. That's that counting of the cost, man. So before you say, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna strive for that incorruptible crown, I'm gonna get it, you better be sure you ready, because you just about to vow, man. And the Lord don't take that lightly. He don't take that lightly. He don't take you stand sign and not finish it. And you can't break your bond, man.
Yeah, let your yea be yea and your nay be nay.
Right, bro. So and that's punishment of death right there, because basically, you a traitor now. You said fuck you, and you bound your soul, man, to that swear you did. So you better count the cost. And we all, that's why we pray so much, because we want to finish it, man. We know we can't do it of our own. That's why we pray for strength, for endurance, patient, straight up. That Lord gave with the brotherhood, Shit. That's why you dudes fall off, man. You ain't, you made a bond, and you broke it. Yep. And that's what it is, man. You women that's, I hate to jump on women, but you women, well, I don't hate because it's in scriptures. It say the women that think they're in the truth, just doing the work. Look, your work is to help the man out, man. Whatever his will be, man. Yo, that's what it is, man.
They need help.
To help, man. That's it. You know, ain't no women supposed to be speaking. You know, talking about death to America.
You should be in the spirit of
Yeah, you know.
All right, just read about all right. If you are going to deal with the scriptures, read about like women like Ruth. Yeah, Ruth, Abigail.
Yeah. All right.
Most of them Jezebels.
Yeah, Jezebel. You know.
That would be like Eve, Jezebel.
Wicked, man. So, you know, that's just what it is. You know, just do the work. You know, follow you doing the work as you following your man. You know, whatever. You know, doing whatever his will is.
As long as it's righteous.
One more, of course, righteous.
Yeah. It's fucking taking care of the household, man. Cooking, cleaning, you know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Go read Titus chapter 2, man. All right. The first couple verses, man. That's what you women should be doing, man. Right? Not trying to prophesy or be a part of the brotherhood or commenting on brothers posting things of that nature. Just take it low.
I did see a camp on YouTube where like there was a woman speaking and two men reading for her.
Yeah.
Man, that's going off, man.
Wait, did you see that?
I seen it. I believe it was in a worldly, like a church. I seen one like that. I believe it was you, because this is a minute ago. That she was in a church and she was calling out scriptures for the niggas to read. She was standing up on the podium and shit. I know, because you post so many damn posts. I know. That shit was funny. You was going in on it. So
Hey, man, the reason why you can't do that, hey, you still ain't up verse 30, bro?
Huh?
I think it's just keep reading.
Verse 3, if a woman also vow a vow unto the Most High and bind herself by a bond, being in her father's house in her youth, and her father hear her vow, and her bond wherewith she hath bound her soul, and her father shall hold his peace at her, then all her vows shall stand, and every bond wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand.
Keep going.
But if her father disallow her in the day that he heareth, not any of her vows or of her bonds wherewith she hath bound her soul shall stand, and the Most High shall forgive her because her father disallowed her.
Right. And so you can't even really make vow to the Lord without really going through the man. You can't even really do anything without going through the man, because you said, look, man, because even it says even about the husband too. It's like even the husband hear you saying some shit.
So she's not married.
Cut it off, man.
So she's not married it's through her father. She's married through her husband.
You can't really do anything. So you saying something, I'm gonna just start making videos on my own. Nah, man, going off, man. Going off. So, you know, just on every level, a woman, you know, gotta go through a male. They're men, or they're young, they gotta go through their father.
Hey, that right there tell you that no woman is independent.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That whole independent woman shit is out the window there. You know what I'm saying? If it's ultimately the father, or you're dealing with a man, and ultimately the heavenly father. You know what I'm saying?
You know, that's what it is, man. You know, we just doing the work, man, day in, day out, man. Just doing the work. It just don't consist of going out on the highways and byways neither. Say that. Doing the work consists of, you know, if your brother called you, you need son, and you got it, do it for the brother. That's doing the work. Everybody ain't gonna be on the highways and byways. Some brothers are gonna be helps, and some brothers might just be you know, he might be he probably came up on some bread. He just help with the brothers, you know, stuff like that. So do what's your calling is. Do that.
You know?
Hey, that's right. I was just looking at it in Sirach 4:1. It says, "My son, defraud not the poor of his living, and make not the needy eyes to wait long." You know what I'm saying? Because if you read down a little bit further, it tells you, like, roughly paraphrasing that, like the meek and humble that crying to the Lord, you're gonna hear their prayers. He said he's gonna like pierce the clouds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let not a poor man curse you.
Kind. Yep.
Lord
That
don't
was
hear
it.
that shit.
That's right, huh? That's right, man. So that's what, so like that's what it is, man. You do the work, man. You know, the apostles, they the great example right now. They just did the work for 30 years. Hey, man, you ain't got no camera, still go out there. You do what you gotta do. You know, but just always be sincere with it, man. Always be sincere with it. That's the key, man. Very, Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. That fear alone won't scare the shit out of you. Study, you know, ask questions. We got a young brother, and he been asking all types of questions. That's what's up. When you lead camp, do the right thing always, man. You know, always you try to do the right things. Don't lead, you know, that just wisdom. Scripture speaks about being prudent. You know, close up soon though, you know, couple more scripture, close up soon. I'm gonna get that Psalms 43. Psalms 34. No, 43.
You said 34.
Yeah,
34:6.
34.
Oh,
Just start at 6.
Psalms 34:6, it says, right, this poor man cried, and the Most High heard him and saved him out of all his troubles.
Keep going.
The angel of the Most High encampeth round about them that fear him and delivereth them.
Oh, you know what? Jump to 11. Here it is. Right
Verse 11, come ye children, hearken unto me. I will teach you the fear of the Most High.
Right. That's what it is. We teach them the fear of the Most High.
Mm-hmm.
That'll help you push the truth. It'll help you do the work. Teaching the fear of the Most High. You know, of course, you know, he does. Of course, he loves you, but the fear is what it is, man. You know, that gonna make you stay in this truth. You got
I want to make a quick statement in the world, though. You know, watching the movie, The Bronx Tale. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I remember that, The Bronx Tale, the Italian.
Yeah, I remember that.
They had to do. He said, "Which would you prefer, love or fear?" You know what I'm saying? He was saying, like, if they love me, then basically, like, you know, they won't listen to me. But if you fear me, you know what I'm saying? Like, we fear the Most High, then they listen to everything that he do. So he'll prefer fear over love. And that was the dude Sonny speaking that to the young cat. You know what I'm saying? But I just thought of that as you had said that too, because it's pretty much the same thing on the right hand side dealing with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, he does love us and he is of great mercy, but he also long suffering. He gonna wax that ass until you decide to get right. You know?
Time, bro.
Yeah, and that's the difference between you know, us and like the people like in like the churches and all that, because they teach about like that love and mercy and all that, but they continue doing all that wickedness, all the wickedness that the Heavenly Father like all the laws like that they break, like that's like a recipe for destruction, right? As far as like the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. But they don't see it that way, so they keep on transgressing the law.
That's right. Hey, real quick, grab James 2:24.
James chapter 2, verse 24. It says, ye see then, how that by works a man is justified and not by faith only.
Right. Yeah, right. Yeah, and now verse it's 17. Yeah, right.
All right.
17.
James 2:17.
Uh-huh.
Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead being alone.
Right. So it's just not about doing the words, it's about that faith too, man. Just do the work, but have that faith, man. Because you can't have one without the other, man. Yeah.
26 too.
Oh, then 26. Kind of. All right.
You got a lot.
James 2:26. Whereas the body without the spirit is dead, So faith without works is dead also.
Bro. That's a pretty good scripture to end it. You know, like how to keep that faith. You know, you can't do the. You gotta have the faith to do the work, but you can't just do the work and just have no faith, man, because it's dead. You really don't believe what you're preaching, and people see that, man. You ain't serious about what you're doing. You know, we hold the camera. I'm talking about every aspect of it. Even when we hold the camera is real important to hold because we got to get in. If anything happens to a brother, we got it on camera. Signs, you know, try to keep it. You know, sometimes brothers mess up backwards, but you take everything seriously. You look around, when you speak the truth, you know.
Or when you come up, like in the audience to listen,
Yeah, notes.
yeah, taking notes. Or when you're watching the videos,
Oh yeah. What we're doing, do it seriously. Have faith in what you're doing. Because it's just gonna be dead. Like you ain't really in it. You know? It's just like when you play basketball, you ain't really feeling it. You just there on the
Just
court.
going through the motion.
You're just going through the motion. Yeah, I'm going to camera some days. I'm on the you ain't really got faith in what you're doing, so it's dead. No, so brother, just stay strong in this. Got anything to close out with, or is that a good? Or should we get another? You gonna grab shoot. Isaiah 30. You said Isaiah 33. No, faith and knowledge shall give us believe that like 95.
Awesome. I got some more. This is Romans. This is Romans chapter 3, verse 27. It says, "Where is boasting then? It is excluded. By what law? Of works? Nay, but by the law of faith. Therefore we conclude that a man is justified by faith without the deeds of the law. Is he the most high of the Jews only? Is he not as well also of the Gentiles? Yes, of the Gentiles also. Seeing it is one power which shall justify the circumcision by faith and uncircumcision through faith, do we then make void the law through faith? Most High forbid. Yeah, we established the law."
Yeah, bro. Hey, man, that was Paul. Paul was a deep man. Paul was saying, like, look, man, Paul even went even more. He's like, look, man, I was circumcised on the 8th day. I was learned under the law. Man, I did all types of works. He said, but I come with that all of nothing if I ain't got the faith, you know, like how I shut up shop. So, you know, it all goes back to that faith, man. And faith in what you're doing and believing in what you're doing. Not just doing it, but actually believe that it's all gonna work. You're gonna see the fruits of your late labor. That's ironic. You working, you doing the work. Don't you want to get rewarded? The paycheck, you know, what you doing it for?
That's what the apostles asked y'all shot at. You know, basically, like, what we gonna get for this?
What you gonna get for this? You know, you working because you want to get the fruits. Of course, you want to see how about showing your shining glory, but you know, you want to get your just due too. You know. So you know, you good, Arishar?
Well, you know, I thought I had some. I'm trying to make sure if this is the right one. That's all.
But look, mental spirit, you know, just keep it, just always keep it pushing, man. So with that, give our praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, and double honor to the apostles, the great millstone, and salutation to the brothers, and to the few sisters that listen. You know, keep it up. You know, almost out of here. Shalom to the elect, of course. You know, just do the work, man. You know, stand on your 10 toes, man. Have faith in what you're doing too. You know, that's to American. Shalom. Good will.
What?
To the right.
You ain't lied. Sometimes
To the right.
like
All the way
my
to the
stomach.
right.
Doing all type of
That shit
shit.
just made me tired, man.